Hey guys, welcome back. It is your favorite Gimp of the Month, and I'm here with another Kickstarter worth checking out. This is one that I've been meaning to do a video on for a little while now, but they were nice enough to have their Kickstarter go for a very long time. I think they did like the 60-day Kickstarter because I've noticed it a couple of weeks back. 8th Air Force and 20th Air Force second editions. This big update to both of them. These are by Fortress Games USA. Like I said, second edition of the games. So if you've tried these before, you can get the updated version. One is air operations happening in like Europe, and the other is Pacific. Okay, so 8th is the European conflict, and the 20th Air Force is the Pacific. And I was thinking I'd probably only get one, just to err on the side of caution, because now I want Bismarck, which if you haven't checked it out, check it out. Bismarck is Solitaire as well. So I don't think I'm going to be able to get both, but they do as far as their Kickstarter. And there's no video up here. That's why I'm not showing you guys a video. As far as their Kickstarter goes, you can do an upgrade. So if you've got the originals, you can upgrade them. So you must have purchased either 8th Air Force or 20th Air Force from the original Kickstarter campaign back in 2020. And you can get either 8th Air Force or the 20th Air Force hot off the presses at a 50% discount. That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. If you supported us before, you'll get a nice discount now. If you've got an old copy, this is talking about it. If you own it already, you must already own an old copy of 8th Air Force or 20th. Use your first edition of either game hot off the presses for a 40% discount. Okay, so, well, that doesn't make any sense. If you purchased it before, why would you pay the 50 versus that? Get either of them. Okay, get either 8th or the 20th for a 50% discount if you backed in that Kickstarter. Okay. So if you didn't back in the Kickstarter, but you did buy it somewhere, you have to provide proof of ownership of the old version of either game. You can upgrade that game or use it to get in the other game's second edition. Okay, and that's where that discount's coming into. The next up, original backer, you must have backed it. Get both games. Now that's pretty sweet. Get both games, 8th Air Force and 20th Air Force, for a 60% discount. God, I wish I had done that. I mean, $60 to get both would be phenomenal. All right, so if you're a new customer, the cheapest that you're getting in here as a new person like me who doesn't have either of these games previously is $65, which again isn't bad, especially as much as games are costing nowadays. So you can get either one of them for $65. So 8th or 20th Air Force, get it, $65. Get both games if you must already own an old copy of 8th Air Force or 20th. Upgrade your first edition of either game with both, blah, blah, blah. So you get a 35% discount. And again, you got to provide proof. And if you're a new customer and you want both games, $118, and this is saving 30% by buying it on the Kickstarter. So that's actually not too bad. So yeah, if you're a new person like me, and you want both, this is where you're going to go. Both games, don't have to prove anything. 118, so that's just under 60 a piece. Was that 59 a piece? So that's actually not too bad. It's a few dollars cheaper than just getting one. Royal Flush, get all 4 of our games. And what are the other 2 games? 8th Air Force second edition, 20th Air Force second edition, plus Save Afghanistan Comrade and Save South Vietnam, our other pair of popular twin solitaire games, has 25% savings. So that's roughly $50 a piece for 4 war games. It's not bad. If I had an extra couple hundred lying around, I would probably jump on it. But more than likely, I'm going to be looking at just picking up one of them. I can't even decide. I want both of them. I'm going to have to think about this for a little bit. But the games do look good. So what's new? Everything except the exciting gameplay. Let's list it up. All new game board and art, creating a more engrossing experience. All new counter art, Beautiful new player aids, rewritten instruction manual, clarifying sections which received the most questions, and adding tons of examples and illustrations of play. Exciting and historically thrilling new optional rules, including some very interesting what ifs. It all comes in a brand new blah bookshelf box, whatever, all the different sizing. We'll go through them one game at a time, starting with 8th Air Force 2nd Edition. Scroll down if you want the 20. So this is the European theater I was talking about. This shows you the box, the new counter artwork. So, okay, here on the left is what the 8th Air Force game was originally, and now here on the right is what it is now. And they are right. I do like the new counter art a lot better, because this one, I mean, it's serviceable, it's counter, but this does look a little bit nicer. And I gotta say, the Fokker Wolf, yeah, way better. P-51, way better. P-47, way better. Instead of just a black outline of the plane, you've got like a actual color plane on there. I like that. And yeah, these do look a little bit better, and it looks like they might be bigger as far as like the targets. Yeah, I like that. Targets are color coded black, green, and red depending on the target type. That's nice. I'll make it easier. We likewise colored the heavy industry counters as well to clearly stand out on the board. Our playtesters love the difference. These important targets now stand out clearly. I like that. It looks like we have what is this? I'm intrigued. I want to play. I want to try. I must have. I like it. Trying to figure out what the targets are. It looks like you'll come in maybe from the south and pick your targets there. See, above it's mid-1944, and U.S. bombing campaign is primarily focused on aircraft factories and oil factories. Missions are lined up to hit everything from Gotha aircraft factories to Dolman oil factories to Cologne's rail yards. You are hitting rail yards to disrupt German movements west in anticipation of the D-Day landings, but you're not forgetting victory points either. Note the Schweifenfurt has been bombed on a previous turn for 1 victory point. Now back to exploring the 2nd edition. So that's what this is showing. Oh, yeah. See, what is this? Factory? What is that supposed to be? Yeah, that's got to be a factory. Some type of oil factory, I think, there. And it shows that it's been bombed on a previous turn. That's cool. I like that. Looks neat. I like that. Shows the original player aids and then the new 2nd edition player aids, which not a huge difference. It looks like it's just maybe organized a little bit better over here. Probably streamlined. Now this is better. Whatever these tables are, this looks a lot better on the right than it does on the left. Revamped game manual. So new instructions, graphical illustrations, clarifications, all that stuff that you would expect in a 2nd edition. All the stuff they goofed the first time, they fixed for the 2nd time. And the back of the manual now includes a game setup illustration to help you get started. Yeah, I'm going to have to film this. When it comes out. Looks like they're planning for estimated delivery of May. And if they can do that, yeah, I'm absolutely looking forward to filming this because the game looks good. I like the look of it. Optional rules for it for the 2nd edition also contains a new optional rule covering scenario of U.S. jet fighters introduced in response to a very real possibility of early arrival of Luftwaffe jet fighters. Ooh, cool. So U.S. jet fighters versus German jet fighters. That's cool, man. I like that. It looks like it's showing here like the different bombing lanes you would come in for different target areas. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't played the game, so I can't tell you the specifics on it, but it looks like something I would definitely be interested in. Original game board for the 8th Air Force. So this is what is shown here. And then this is the new game board. Done. Okay, they've changed the colors around on a few things. Looks close. Some of the graphics have been improved. I definitely like that color-coded target change. Hopefully, the most subtle of our improvements, our changes were designed to do two things: give the player a more period feel, emphasizing the planning, mission building aspects of 8th Air Force, and to more realistically portray Western Europe's topography in a manner closer to our later game, Save South Vietnam. At the same time, our original game board always received kudos for its functionality and utility, so we tried not to compromise that. And the 28 by 22 board is printed on a thick scored 14-point cardboard designed to last a lifetime. Give it to my kids. Ain't last not a lifetime. And of course, the whole package comes in its new yada 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 box for safekeeping. Looks good. I like that. And we're going to scroll real quick through here. 20th Air Force. I'm assuming it's going to be similar vein, but set in the Pacific as 8th Air Force. Oh, I can't decide though. God, I want both. Oh, I'm kind of leaning towards 20 now because there's a lot of aerial bombing that had to go on. And do you get to drop the atomic bombs on Nagasaki and all that? Yeah. Incinerated cities, nuclear holocaust. Kablooey. Oh, I like that. Looks like kind of a island campaign going on here where it's bombing Japanese islands. Ooh, yeah, that does look good. And it's showing, again, the updated player aids. Player aids haven't changed all that much except for this one, the tables. Again, huge difference. That plain white versus the nice colors that they have here now. And again, the improved counters. Yeah, and this one, research and industry damage tables. Much improved. They definitely stepped it up for the second edition. I gotta give it to them. And sneak a little more gameplay in here at the very important point in the strategic bombing campaign at that. And it shows the different bombers coming in and their different targets at like Tokyo and other parts of Japan and where they'd hit. And looks like Japanese fighters here, anti-air fire that they'd had to deal with. Really cool stuff. And of course, revamped game model, game manual rather. Oh yeah. Okay. So shows the new stuff here for the 20th. Oh, I'm gonna have to figure it out. Maybe I'm just gonna have to beg the wife and see if I can get both because I want both, man. And the Royal Flush here, it shows all four of their games: 8th Air Force, 20th Air Force, Save Afghanistan Comrade, and Save South Vietnam. So the other two I haven't tried. I can't comment on them, but here's a picture of the two of those to kind of give you an idea of what those are. And let's see if we see anything about shipping cost, and it does not say it. So the more you get, the more it's going to cost. You do have a fair amount of time on this one, though. If you want any of these, a lot of different options. If you have gotten their games before, if you've got some of their stuff, you're able to get it at a discount. That's nice. I always like when they do that. It looks like it's not going to end until almost the end of March. February, March. Yeah. So you got plenty of time to jump onto this one. If you were interested in some solitaire air bombing campaigns in Europe and the Pacific. But yeah, that is 8th Air Force and 20th Air Force by Fortress Games. Definitely check those out if you were interested. Like I said, you still got time to pick what you're interested in. A lot of options. Pledging though, good grief, man. If you have this, like, okay, what is someone who doesn't have anything? Where do they go? Okay, it's going to cost me 65 or it's going to cost me 120. Okay, now I got you. Roger that. Or 200. I gotta say, I do appreciate them doing that. If you want to get everything they've got, all four, you can go that way and just get them for 50 a piece. That's actually not a bad discount. All right, but that's going to be it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Y'all take care. I'll catch you in the next one.